Hey guys, welcome back to the Pepcoding. So in this video, we are going to discuss our next question, that is leaders in an array. Okay, so this type of array provided us and our task is to find leaders in this array. So who is leader here? Leader is such a person that it is greater than or equal to the all the elements to its right side. Okay, so if we are talking about 17 here, so is 17 is greater than or equal to all the elements that are present in this array. Is 17 is greater than 5? Yes. Is 17 is greater than 4? Yes. Is 17 is greater than 3? Yes. Is 17 is greater than 5? Yes. Is 17 is greater than 2? Yes. So all the conditions are true. So we can say that 17 is a leader. Okay. Now again new condition. Second condition is that the rightmost element is always been a leader. That means 2 is always been a leader. Okay, now we are checking that is 2 is a leader. Yes, because condition says that the rightmost element is always been a leader. Okay, 2 is leader. Is 5 is leader? Is 5 is greater than or equals to all the elements that are present on its right side? Is 5 is greater than 2? Yes, 5 is greater than 2. Is 3 is greater than this 2? No, it is not greater than this 5. So we can not say that. We can say that 3 is not a leader. Okay, now for the 4, is 4 is greater than these 3 elements? That means 4 is greater than 3? No. 4 is greater than 5? No. 4 is greater than 2? No. So 4 is not a leader. Is 5 is greater than or equal to all the elements that are present on its right? That means is 5 is greater than or equals to 4? Is 5 greater than or equals to 3? Is 5 greater than or equals to 5? Is 5 greater than or equals to 2? So these are false, but this is true, and this is also false. So we are checking that winner of these 4 elements. Who is the winner? For that, let's check that we are checking with this winner of these 4 elements. What the mean by winner? So the maximum element that are present in these 4. So the maximum element is 5. We are checking the 5 with 5. Is 5 is greater than equals to 5? Yes, it is 5. So we can say that it is also be a leader. Okay. Now we are checking with for the 17. Now is 17 is greater than or equals to all the elements? Yes. So we can say that 17 is also leader. Is 16 is greater than or equals to all the elements? No. Why? 16 is not greater than or equals to 17. Sorry, 17. Okay, at this point. Okay, now we have the leaders. Now we need to return these leaders and in the array. Okay, 5 in this order, 17, 5, 5 and 2. Why 17 first? Because 17 comes first in this array. Okay, now how to approach this question? So let's talk with some case. If we want to check for these 4, if you want to check for these 4, so who is the leader? Leader is the person it is greater than or equals to all the elements to its right side. So we want right side maximum element. Why? Because if it is maximum element, then we can easily check that is 4 is greater than 5? Is 4 is greater than 5? No. If it is if this condition is true, then we can say that it is leader. If condition false, we can say that it is not leader. Okay, easy. So for finding the maximum element on its right, we can start the loop from, and we need to start a loop from right side. So we are running a loop from right to left here. Okay, so for that we want the right max also, that is minus infinity, and the array that we are storing the element who is a leader. Okay, the rightmost element is always been a leader, and let's check for it also. Is array of I, we are running a loop over this index, this array. Is array of I is greater than equals to r max? No, it is not a greater than. So it is, yes, it is a greater than, because it is a minus infinity. Sorry, my mistake, my bad. Is array of I is greater than equals to r max? Yes, it is greater than equals to r max. So we can say that 2 is a leader. Increase our pointer from this point to this point. Okay, now we are at 5. We are updating this as well as a 2. We are checking that is 5 is greater than this 2? is 5 is array of I is greater than equals to R max. Yes, it is greater than equals to R max. So add this into this, update the R max as a 5, update the counter as this point. Now is 3 is greater than these two elements. Is 3 is greater than R max? No, it is not greater than. Just update the count. Is 4 is greater than R max? At this point we are checking array of I with R max. R max is winner of these three elements in terms of maximum. Winner of these three elements in terms of maximum element. Okay, we are checking this with this element. Okay, we are checking this array of I is greater than or equals to R max. So it is not. So we are just increasing our pointer. Now is 5 is greater than equals to R max? Is 5 is greater than equals to R max? R max means this index. This is storing this maximum element, and winner of this element in terms of max, that is 5. Is 5 is greater than equals to 5? Yes, it is, this condition is true. So we are adding this into this and adding 5 again into R max. That means right max. Now 17. Is 17 is greater than equals to these 3? So the winner of these 5 elements, the winner of this 5 element is 5. So we are checking that is array of I is greater than or equals to R max. So this condition is true. So we are adding 17 here and updating our R max with this. Okay. Now update the pointer here. Is 16 is greater than or equals to our R max? No. 16 is not greater than or equals to R max. So this condition will be false. So these are the leaders that we have, and we need to return this answer in this form too. Okay, in this form. Okay, so I recommend you to pause the video here and do code by yourself first. So I assume that you pause that video and pause the video first, and now let's start with the solution from this part. Okay, so first we want the right max element, that is int dot main, that is stored at minus infinity. Okay, now we are starting a loop over that array from right to left, that is array dot size minus 1 to I is greater than equals to 0, I minus minus. Okay, so we are running a loop over the array from right to left. Now we are checking that is array of I is greater than equals to R max. Is array of I is greater than equals to R max? Basically we are checking that now in this position. Let's check that in this position. Now we are checking that is 17 is greater than equals to 5. At this point we have the 5 as a maximum element which are present on its right side. Okay, maximum element on its right side. Okay, we are checking that is 17 is greater than equals to 5. If 17 is greater than equals to 5, if it is true, then we are adding, we need the answer array, that is vector of int answer. We need answer array. We are push this element, push back this element, that is array of I, into that array and update the R max as a array of I. Okay, so we are checking that we are first we are adding this element into that array, and after that we are updating our R max as well. Here we are updating our array first, after that we are updating our R max as well. So now at this point we need to return our answer, but our answer in this order, our answer in this order, we want this order. So for that we have one inbuilt function, that is reverse that answer dot begins to answer dot end. So it will reverse the array from begins to end. Now this is our code. Let's try to run this code. So it will give some error to us. It is begin, not the begins. It is a begin. Okay, let's try to run it. So successful. Let's try to submit this code. So all the test cases are passed. So first let's check that. This is our code. I forgot to use the full screen. So this is our code. Let's try to try run this code. Give a minute, not a minute, or a second. So this is our full code. Let's snap off it, and so this is our code. Now we are running a loop. We have an answer array. Okay, we are initializing the Rmax as minus infinity. Now we are at this point. At this point, we are checking that is array of I is greater than equals to is array of I is greater than equals to minus infinity. Yes, it is greater than minus infinity. So we are pushing our array of I into answer. That is means 2. Okay, after that updating our Rmax as a 2. Now after that I minus minus. I minus minus. Now we are at 5. Is array of I is greater than equals to Rmax? Yes, it is greater than equals to Rmax. So we are pushing that array of I into answer, and we are increasing our Rmax as a 5. Pushing, after that increasing Rmax. After that I minus minus. I minus minus. Is 3 is greater than equals to Rmax? No, it is not. I minus minus. Is 4 is greater than equals to Rmax? No, is 4 is not greater than equals to 5. Because of that the condition is not true. I minus minus. Now add 5. Is 5 is greater than equals to Rmax? Yes, it is. So we are adding 5 here and updating as Rmax as this. Now I minus minus again. Is 17 is greater than equals to 5? Is 17 is greater than equals to 5? Yes, it is. So add this into this, update the Rmax, and again I minus minus. Is 16 is less than greater than equals to 17? No, it is not greater than equals to. Because of that, this is our final answer array, and we at this point we are reverse this array as starting to end. So array will look like this. Okay, so this is our final answer, and we are returning the answer from here. So I hope you understand the question and the answer of this question and solution of the question. So thank you for watching.